All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm sure we'll have some people strolling in as we go, but we want to get started and respect everybody for being on time tonight. So I am really, really excited and happy to be here tonight with all of you to share the Discreet story, vision, products, opportunity, and everything. So just a little bit about what we're going to cover tonight. We're going to talk about the Discreet story and the Discreet products, as well as the opportunity. So before we get into everything, I just want to say that I am really honored and excited to be in the position to help everybody with Discreet and the business. And we've had such an amazing couple of weeks with a bunch of new people seeing the vision of Discreet and jumping on with us and starting to tell their Discreet story. So many great product testimonials coming in from people that are just trying Discreet for the first time. And I couldn't be more proud of what we are creating here today and this year and over the last month or two. So really excited. And I got to tell you, well, I'm going to jump in and tell you a little bit about myself. If you don't know who I am, just kind of a little bit about my history. My name's Eric Jones. I'm the master distributor of Discreet. And originally I'm from Montana and moved down to Utah to go to the University of Utah. And I met my wife, and I've got 3 great kids, and started my career as a realtor actually in college to help pay for my tuition. And things just kind of snowballed from there. And I ended up staying in real estate for my entire career and didn't actually use what I went to school for. So, but also during that time, something really interesting happened. If you remember what happened in real estate in 2008, we had a major crash in real estate. Everybody was kind of scrambling. Hey, what am I going to do? How am I going to, make an income that we're in title or mortgage or real estate? And I was introduced to network marketing and direct sales. And I thought, what a great way to supplement and try to replace some of the income that I was losing from real estate. And I was amazed at how duplication and how the model actually works, and had some really great success. And I've never looked back since. Ever since then, my goal has always been to create passive income that you get paid for on a monthly basis, instead of my previous career and my current career as well as real estate. When you sell a house, you only get paid once, and that's it. So there's nothing passive or residual about it. So when I was introduced to Discreet, I saw this opportunity of something that I've never seen before. First of all, I mean, we've all seen, opportunities, and we look back in the past and say, man, I wish I would have heard about that, 5 years ago or 10 years ago. But man, I just didn't hear about that opportunity at the time. Maybe it was a stock, maybe it was a company, maybe you just weren't in the right place at the right time, or maybe you were at the right place at the right time, but you passed on it. And when I saw Discreet, I saw something where we have a product that really works, and it works quickly. It's in high demand. People want it. It's not easy to get. And we're hearing about Discreet right after launch. And it's an opportunity like no other opportunity I've seen anywhere in the past decade. So I'm just super pleased that and honored that this came into my life. And if you're here with us now, you have that same opportunity. So tonight we're going to talk about, I mentioned the products, and we've got Chris Esseltime, our attorney, talk about how we can do this legally. We're fortunate to have our CEO and founder, Nate Farnsworth, who is on with us tonight. And that alone is so cool that we have our CEO and founder that's willing to jump on and help us share the story of Discreet right from the get-go. So without further ado, we're going to jump in. We're going to talk to Nate. And Nate, tell me a little bit about what was it that you said, hey, I need to start a Discreet business and get into this with your history and, network marketing. and formulating and everything. How did this all come together where you said, I've got to start Discreet?
Yeah, it's an interesting story, and I've been thinking a lot about it lately. So, yeah, let me give you the quick version of this. But before I jump in and say, before I do, I just want to thank you so much, Eric, for hosting these calls. We do them every week. It's a great place for your potential customers or potential distributors to learn high level what Discreet's about, where we came from, and a little bit about the products. So, I've spent most of my career in network marketing, both on the corporate side, a little bit on the distributor side, and I absolutely love it. I believe in the network marketing model for products that work completely. I'm a huge fan of it. A few years ago, I started a manufacturing company with a couple of buddies, and it's called Factory 6. And at Factory 6, we were making a ton of different hemp products, CBD, tinctures, tablets, all sorts of fun stuff. And we've gotten into doing a lot of hemp-derived Delta-9, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But it was late August of last year when I realized there's a huge market for products that are discreet, that are effective. They're not in your face. People came to us all the time, and they'd be, knocking on the door at Factory 6 of, hey, I need some of that good stuff. What do you got that'll help me out? They knew the benefits of cannabis, and they didn't want to get a medical cannabis card. They didn't want to get a medical card. They didn't want to have to drive out of state or to a dispensary because they were, maybe public figures or leaders in the community. They just didn't want to go the traditional medical cannabis route. And it occurred to me, like, this is a huge untapped market. There are so many people that want products delivered right to their door that are safe and effective. And that's when we started. That's when I decided to start Discreet as a network marketing company. And it's interesting. I don't know if there are, and this is not to my own horn, but I don't know if there's really anybody else in the world that has the just the right amount of microdosing THC from hemp and MLM that could do this. Like I've been able to pull together with the right vendors, the right people like yourself. And we have so many amazing people, distributors on the call right here as well. Anyway, just super excited for what we've been able to pull together so quickly in the last few months of launching Discreet. And like you said earlier, this is one of those things that it's so rarely comes along in our lives. This perfect balance of, hey, there's something new. We're at the beginning. It's going to grow. It's going to be big, and it's only getting better every freaking day.
Nate, if you are in the cannabis market and you understand the industry, you know what's happening right now. It's a product that is in really high demand. And I love this. Our good friend, Adam, who's usually our MC tonight, is volunteering tonight, doing some charity work, but he put this together and found this. It's like the cannabis market has a 15% growth rate right now. That's really unheard of. I mean, it's such a massive move, and what the market is doing. And what is so fascinating about this to me is, in a half hour, we can't talk about like all the benefits of CBD and THC and cannabis, our products. We just have to kind of touch the surface a little bit, but people are starting to understand what benefits there are for using these ingredients in these products. And what's really fascinating about this growth is we really don't even know how big this potential market is, because people don't know that it's available and they can have it shipped directly to their door. It's really incredible.
It's crazy how much it's growing and how accessible it is with Discreet. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. So when you think about, the people that would like to have the product, but they don't want a medical card, they'd like to have it, but they think they have to drive across state lines. And then there's a lot of people that are just now starting to learn about the benefits of the product that they produce, and that need is going to increase dramatically. So this market it is such a good time for this product, not just the fact that we are a direct sales company and we are right at the just getting started. So let's jump in, Nate, and talk a little bit about our products that we have right now that we launched with. Just incredible products. Each one is unique in its own way.
Yeah, and just to kind of touch on this, we launched with 4 products. We'll talk about the sample pack at the end here. But these 4 products, the only reason we were able to launch so quickly with products that are new and innovative is at Factory 6, we've been looking into how we can make the highest functioning cannabinoid products for a very long time. And it was cool because I was able to cherry pick these 4 products from the best of the best. Stuff that we've been working on for a long time, but haven't been able to have the right client for it. And so I feel like all these products were waiting for us. This first one is probably the one that we're getting the most testimonials about. It's Sleep. And Sleep has 25 milligrams of CBD and 5 milligrams of CBN. CBN is one of the minor naturally occurring cannabinoids, and it has a nice little mellow, like a slight sedative effect. You don't need a lot of it, and it works very well. But so those cannabinoids, the CBD and the CBN, do the heavy lifting. But a little bit of melatonin, just a mild amount, magnesium and L-theanine allow us to be able to say that this will help with sleep. Even though the cannabinoids are doing the heavy lifting, like I said earlier, the melatonin, magnesium, and L-theanine allow us to make FDA claims around what this will do. The next product that we have is Relief. And I just had a phenomenal testimonial for my mom about Relief. And I'll be sharing it in our email newsletter in the next week or so. But Relief has 2 milligrams of THC and 100 milligrams of CBD, or really it's more total cannabinoids. The thing that's so great about Relief is it is a what we refer to as a full spectrum product. Essentially, the way that the cannabinoids are found naturally occurring in the hemp plant are the same way that we put them into these Relief capsules. The cool thing about it also is these cannabinoids, they work fast, where the 250 milligrams of Univestin, which is it's a proprietary ingredient, it's actually clinically proven to alleviate joint discomfort, improve range of motion. It's good for muscles and joints is essentially what it is. That works well over time. So the first time you take it, the cannabinoids are the ones that are doing the heavy lifting. And then over time, the Univestin kicks in and helps the day-to-day easing and relief of sore muscles and joints. The third product are our gummies. Those are, if anybody has ever had an experience with cannabis, aside from quote unquote smoking weed or whatnot, gummies are probably the product that you've tried. Most gummies, if you go to a dispensary, are 10 milligrams. 10 milligrams is it's a pretty hefty dose. It's a pretty solid dose. We formulated our gummies to be 5 milligrams of Delta-9 THC. They have a bunch of CBD in them as well, but they're standardized to 5 milligrams of THC, and they taste phenomenal. You barely can tell that there's even any cannabis in there. These aren't for necessarily trying to get stuff done during the day, to relax. These are more end of the night type of thing. I know, Eric, that's kind of your preferred time to take it, when you have time to chill.
Yeah, 100%. This is a more of a decision type of product for me. When I'm done at the night, and I just say, when I'm done, I want to relax, and it helps you get ready for a great night's sleep. And it's wonderful. Yeah.
And the thing with gummies is because they're digested through your digestive system, they're absorbed through the digestive system. They do take a little bit longer, and there are kind of like little levels that you get to. The 20, 30 minutes into it, you might start feeling it. About an hour into it, you're like, all right, cool, that I feel it. And then 90 minutes into it is really when they've kind of peaked. But the next product, Everyday Chill. This product is amazing because it is an oral dissolved tablet. It's a tablet that you put it on your mouth, just let it absorb. You don't have to put it, under your tongue sublingually or whatnot. You just let it dissolve. And what happens is, because it's not absorbed through your digestive system, it absorbs very quick. Some people within 5 minutes are feeling it. Most people between 10 and 20 minutes feel it, but you don't have the levels of as it kicks in. At about 20 minutes, you're that's the level that you'll be at for the next few hours on it. They're 2.5 milligrams of hemp-derived delta-9 THC. And with that, that's a nice everyday go. It's not going to mess you up. It's very, very mellow, like a nice warm blanket. If you're not feeling it after about 15, 20 minutes, you can take another one and it'll kick in just fine. And then you can go a little bit higher on your dose to kind of really, you can play around to know what the level that you need and what your kind of, now I totally spaced the word, where you're kind of at in terms of how much cannabis your body actually needs.
Nate, this has become my favorite product too. It's interesting because, when you first start out with what you say is like microdosing, is like take it kind of slow and kind of figure out your natural, pace of what microdosing is. And of course, being so ingrained in Discreet, I've got to try all the different products in a different way, right? So I would try, one night I would try a gummy, which is 5 milligrams. And then maybe the next night I'd try 2 chill at the same time, which is also 5 milligrams. And it's amazing the difference of how they work. Absolutely. And it's really incredible. Chill kicks in 10 or 15 minutes for me. And it's really a constant state that I put myself in. And I'm sharp, I'm alert, I feel great. And I love what you said, a few weeks ago about it really puts you in a place where you just feel right. It's the way you should feel, right?
Yeah.
It makes you just feel good. Like you're in a good mood, you're sharp, you have good energy, and you feel great. And that's what chill is for me. So I never think twice about popping a chill if I feel like I want one. Where the gummy, I'm gonna make a decision. Hey, I'm gonna be relaxing for the rest of the evening. So
I'm not gonna drive. I'm not gonna go
out.
Yeah,
exactly right. It's just amazing. So fantastic products. I was actually talking to a friend of mine today over lunch about Discreet, and it's so fascinating because that question that always comes up for us, Nate, and everybody, it's like, okay, this is really cool and it's amazing. And I'm excited to try these products, but how is this even legal? I thought marijuana was illegal still, right? And we've got our good friend and our legal counsel, Chris Esseltime, on with us tonight. And Chris, he's a practicing FDA compliance and healthcare attorney, and he's got 16 years of experience. And really, he's one of the few people in this country that really is a perfect fit for Discreet to make sure that we're in compliance. FDA, FTC, marketing, labeling expert. And thanks, Chris, for jumping on tonight. So tell us a little bit about how we can do this legally and how we can use the products and build a business too.
Yeah, well, thanks, Eric. And isn't that the question, right? And I get that quite often. How can this be legal? So it is legal, of course. We wouldn't do anything but anything that's legal. So when we talk about how these things are legal, we have to look at 2 different analyses. One is the federal level, the other is what's going on in the states. So on the federal level, just so everyone is very aware, marijuana is illegal. It's illegal to grow it, to buy it, to transport it, to use it. But back in 2018, the United States Department of Agriculture passed the Farm Bill. And in that bill, it took hemp and hemp-derived products off of what's called the controlled substances list. So that's a list of substances that are either very tightly regulated or completely illegal. What the feds decided was that hemp was not, because it doesn't have the same concentration of THC, a very, very low concentration as marijuana, that they thought, well, there are health benefits to this plant and its extracts and hemp-derived products. So we're going to take it off the controlled substances list. It's no longer illegal. So just for your education and knowledge, hemp is basically the same plant as the marijuana plant, except it has far, far less THC in it. So hemp has about 0.3% THC concentration, and therefore hemp-derived products do as well. And that's way, way, way less than marijuana. So the Fed said, okay, we're going to make hemp and hemp-derived products legal on the federal level. So that's great news for us. So we can use it. We can take these products. We can build businesses. We can transport product across state lines, and it's completely legal on the federal level. So now we have to look at the states. And what do the states say about it? Well, the problem when you're looking at laws in this country, there are 50 different states plus the District of Columbia. So you've got to look at what each state says. Now, in 23 states plus the District of Columbia, recreational marijuana is legal. So therefore, of course, something like these products with 0.3% THC or less are going to be legal. In many of the other states where marijuana is completely illegal, or where it only medical marijuana with a prescription and a card is legal, the states have done basically the same thing the feds have done, which is analyze hemp and hemp products, and they've concluded the same thing, that the concentration of THC is so low that these products do not pose a threat. They don't want a bunch of people using products like marijuana just willy-nilly. But hemp isn't like marijuana, much, much lower THC concentration. So therefore, they have legalized these kinds of products, which again, hemp-derived, less than or 0.3% or less concentration, because they understand that the benefits to your health are very advantageous. And so they've decided to legalize these products. There are just a very small handful of states who have hung on to the old way of doing things and said that any THC product, period, is completely illegal in our state. Idaho is one of those states. Nebraska used to be, but now Nebraska has passed laws legalizing products like these. So eventually, in my opinion, all the dominoes are going to fall. Every state is going to finally accept that a low dose of THC like this does have health benefits, and it's not a threat to public safety. So even in this state that we live in, Utah, it's these products are legal. They recognize the benefits of them. So that's where we are in terms of legality. And the other question I get is, well, now are these products FDA approved? Great question, and I'm glad people are thinking along those lines. The answer is no, and here's why. The FDA doesn't approve the supplements. They just don't. It doesn't matter whether it's vitamin C or St. John's wort or whatever it is. They just don't. That's not what they do. They approve drugs, they approve medical devices, but supplements, they don't. So we are free to make supplements. The only time the FDA gets involved is when there's a problem with manufacturing. The products are not safe for some reason for consumers. The other time is when the company with these products is making some kind of false or misleading claim. Nate talked earlier about claiming that THC or CBD or whatever it is will do a certain thing, put you to sleep or whatever it is. The FDA hasn't approved those types of claims, so they could take exception with what they consider false or misleading claims. Certainly, if you're using products and say, oh, well, this cured my cancer, okay, the FDA is going to come in and shut you down because that's just not true. But barring some kind of false or misleading claim or some kind of unsafe manufacturing practice, the FDA just doesn't get involved. So we are completely free to make and market and use these products and build a business around them. In terms of manufacturing, there is a set of standards that the FDA has called good manufacturing practices. And not only do we adhere to those, but we really exceed them. So all of our ingredients are of the highest quality. The manufacturing process is pure and safe. And then in terms of false and misleading statements, of course, we're never going to make those. And we're going to teach you what you can and can't say about these products to keep you safe, to keep the company safe, to keep everything legally compliant. That's why I'm here, is to make sure that everything we're doing is compliant with all the laws out there, and that we lead you exactly where you need to go, keep you on the straight and narrow legally, so that you can have complete confidence using the products, recommending them to others, and then building a business that's stable. And just happy to be a part of it. If I can give just a quick shout out, I love the sleep product. I've had trouble falling asleep. Don't have problems staying asleep, but getting to sleep and shutting this thing off is really difficult. And I've tried many, many things. They just don't work. And the first time I took a sleep tablet, oh my gosh, I was out. And no side effects. It's been a miracle supplement for me. And I'm so grateful for it. And I'm grateful to be part of the company.
Chris, we're grateful you're a part of Discreet as well. It's so nice that we have you on the team, and we know we can just go out and build a business, and we can use the products, and we know that Discreet's not working through some, loophole or some trick. It's just, we are 100%, we're legit. Everything is legal, and we don't have to worry about, that, and we can just, let you help us out and keep us informed. We didn't know about Nebraska until you let us know. So, I mean, that's just fantastic. And I think all the states are going to fall into line eventually, and it'll probably be, even more, restrictions are going to be lifted even more in the states that it is approved right now. So thank you so much, Chris, for being on tonight. It's a blessing. So thank you. And we've talked about how great the products are, and what how we can legally build this business. And I want to just kind of jump in and share a little bit about how we can earn some income with Discreet. And I'm so grateful that Nate and Discreet decided to use the direct sales approach, because a lot of companies have a great product like this, and they say, hey, if I can get a bunch of money together, maybe some investors, we can throw 6 figures at advertising, we can get this out to the world and start shipping it everywhere. That's great for the consumer, because it's a great product. There's a huge demand for. But because we're in direct sales, we as distributors and customers have the opportunity to just share with our friends, our family, people that we meet, and share the benefits of our ingredients and our products, and then also get rewarded from it. And Discreet basically says, thank you for helping grow the business. We're going to send you like a referral commission fee for helping grow the business. And it's really quite simple how it works. And that's really how it works. Just share the product, use the product, and Discreet will say thank you by sending you a commission. So there's 5 ways actually to get paid with Discreet. Number 1 is retail sales. That's pretty obvious. If someone comes onto your website and they purchase a product retail, then Discreet actually ships it directly to their home, not to you. And then you get the difference between the wholesale and the retail price. Really simple. You can also purchase the product wholesale and sell it to somebody at retail if you choose to do that. The other 4 of the 5 ways are actually based on team building, which is really, really exciting to me, because I've seen how that works. And I also know how, traditional jobs and, small businesses work. If you're like, my business has been in real estate forever, then, I only get paid when I am actually at work and I'm selling a house or I'm doing something, that is job related. Where with direct sales, we can actually build a team and duplicate ourselves, and our efforts continue to grow over time. So the second way you get paid is through fast cash. So when a distributor joins Discreet and it was part of your involvement with helping that Discreet distributor come in, you get a fast cash bonus. And then also you get fast cash bonuses when team members that you personally brought in bring in another distributor. Then there's a fast start bonus with that as well. The next three are binary team commissions, check match, and global bonus. The binary team commission is awesome. This is basically how you get paid on the volume of the product that is sold. It's a binary. So you have two legs and you get paid on the lesser leg 20%, which is a fantastic commission on volume. And we can get into that in more detail on a one-on-one basis for those that want to dive in deep. We just don't have all the time tonight to go in and dissect everything on the comp plan. The check match is actually you are matching a check of the people you introduced to Discreet. When they get a check, you actually get a percentage of their binary check, which is really great. What that means is you are encouraged to help people achieve their financial goals. And that's huge. So the more people you help, the better your check gets. And that's a win-win for everybody. Win-win for the company, win-win for you, and win-win for your distributor that you attracted and their team. Global bonus, that's the final one. That is where Discreet sets aside a percentage of the total sales and then divvies it up between the top producers. So if you're going to take Discreet as a serious business, then that is a global pool that you'll be able to participate in. So how do you get started then? There's actually three ways to get started, but in my opinion, if you see the vision of Discreet and where it's at and the timing, there's really only two options right now. And the first is a starter pack. The starter pack is $4.95. You get a great assortment of all of our products. So you can try them, you can use them, you can sample, you can give some away to friends and family that just to get the word out. It's just a great way to get started. It qualifies you for all commissions, and you're ready to go. The next way is the Founders Pack. This is actually limited. We only have a very short amount of Founders Packs left. This is $24.95. This is just for the first 50 that raise their hand. And we have, less than 10 or 15 of these left right now. The Founders Pack is really an honor. It's just saying, hey, I was there at the beginning. I saw Discreet. I saw the vision. I want to be a part of this. And the founders, they have special privileges with the company. First of all, when we have new products that are coming out that we want to get some feedback on, Nate's going to, and Discreet is going to talk to the founders first and say, hey, we've got something new we want to try. Will you give us some feedback? We've also got preferred seating at future events for founders. We can do private tours with prospects and founders at the factory and do fantastic tours. So there's a lot of benefits to the founders. So those are the two ways. If you see the vision of Discreet, that's what I would recommend, that you come in on one of those two. And then we just introduced a third way to come in to Discreet, and that is called the Basics Pack. So when you go into join Discreet, super simple. It's discreet.store, and then this is the username of who introduced you to Discreet. So whoever introduced you tonight and you want to get started, get their username, and then you can actually join right from their site. Super simple. You just scroll down to the bottom and you click on Enroll Now. And you can see this is under mine. And it's actually defaulted to retail customer because we're a customer site first. But if you want to become a distributor, you click on the drop down right here, select affiliate, click yes, and then you get to choose the pack. Now I'm going to show you the third pack right here. You'll notice we've got our products ready to go here. There's a few extra products that we haven't even talked about. We've got the 3 packs right here: Founders, Starter, and Basics. The basic pack is actually, you choose one of our 4 products, the gummies, Sleep, Relief, or Chill. You get one of those products for only $155. And you also get 4 of the sample packs, which is this right here. It comes with an assortment of all 4 of the products. And so you could try out all 4, and you can have a few packs to give away to friends and family as you start your business. So when I look at this, I think, man, if somebody just really wants to get started and build a business and have a home-based business in this industry and with Discreet, and they just don't have the funds to get started, this is an amazing way to start a business for only $155 and still be able to try all the products. So that was just introduced, and I'm really excited about that. Makes a huge difference. Now, if someone just says, you know what, I'm not sure if I want to be in the business yet, but I really want to try the products and I know I'm going to want to use them on a monthly basis, just get started with the Basics pack, and then you'll get the wholesale pricing and you can start building a business at your leisure. So really, there's something for everyone, and it's super easy to get started. And I'm going to wrap up with just saying, we are here to help you in every way, whatever your goals are in your business. I have the honor of being the master distributor, and all that means is that I get to help everybody with their goals. So if you raise your hand, you say, hey, I want to make enough money to get free product, or I want to cover my car payment or a mortgage payment, then you let me know, and I'm here to help you. And if you just want information on the products and how they can benefit you, that's great too. We're here to help everybody have the the benefits of Discreet, whether it's a product or the business. So thanks so much for jumping on tonight. I'm going to wrap up right there. Please reach out to us if you have any questions, and thank you for getting on a Tuesday night. Instead of jumping on Netflix, do something to do something to inspire and change your life. And we're so excited you're here. Have a great night, everybody, and thanks again.